Another Megatron? Oh yeah, let's take a look at it. Roll the tape. Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see for the very first time, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. And if you're doing that already, thank you so very much. And today I'm just in a Megatron kind of mood. So my previous video was the Dr. Woo Menace King right there, and so but I got another Megatron in, and this is a Core Class Megatron. Now you all may be saying, Jimmy, there's already been a Core Class Megatron, but this one is different. This is a Core Class Megatron that turns into a gun, and I am excited about it. It's from a company called Chang Tiao. Got it from Shouzi's store. I believe it's like 17 bucks on their website, somewhere around there. And got it from there, came from overseas. It is here on my table. Can't wait to open it up. So I'm going to move you out of the way. And the reason why Optimus Prime is here, this is my Core Class Optimus, but I'm excited to do something with this Megatron, is to kit bash it to look like the Skybound Optimus Prime, where he has Megatron's arm. And I'll put a picture of that right over here, so that way you can kind of see what that looks like. So I'm excited to do that with this Megatron, because you're supposed to be able to do that. You probably could have done it with the other Core Class Megatron, but I don't have that one. I now have this one. So let's move this guy out of the way, and let's take a look at the box. So the box is very plain. CT01 is purple, so he must be a Decepticon because he's purple. But nothing on there. But on the back is where you will see all the artwork, and they've done a really good job at trying to avoid any kind of copyright type things by making sure his head's not showing. However, Laserbeak's here, and you can kind of tell that's Starscream. You can kind of tell that's Optimus, but you can kind of tell that's Megatron. But I think we're doing what they can to hide that this is a KO. This is a third-party product on that. So I really do love that these third-party products and these third-party companies are putting out some really cool things. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're not going to do a time-lapse open because there is probably not much to this. There's the instructions right there, CT01, and there he is. So cool. So let's get him out of this little plastic prison that he may be in, and let's see here. Nice. Let's turn that around the way it should be. Oh, he feels really nice in the hands so far. That just pulling him out, he feels really nice in the hands. So you do get in this package, you get his mace, which is really cool. That's awesome that you get that. I don't know, it looks like it's like 2 parts or something like that. No, it just looks like it's that way because it's glued together. Then you get a little Laserbeak, which is awesome. He does not transform, but that's really cool, especially if you got a Core Class Soundwave. That would be really cool. And Laserbeak, oh wow, his feet and his head move, so that is awesome too as well. Oh, no, that's the peg. Okay, so yeah, there we are. You got the instructions, and you get Megatron himself, and so just a really kind of Core Class figure. So from a height standpoint, you're looking at close to a little under 4 inches there. So when we bring in Optimus Prime, they're about the same size from a Core Class standpoint, but this company has made a really good looking. The plastic feels good. Everything else feels good. So let's bring him in for a closer look. Now I'm going to pop my camera back up. You're all right, Jimmy, up or down? Stay. But there he is. Let's bring me some light. There is the face. Love the detail here. In the face, there doesn't look like to be any overspray. Like, this company did a really good job at making sure their paint application was spot on. Gray plastic with red paint, blue paint right there, silver paint right there. The face looks really good. The black on the gun. The fists look painted just because you can see the gray right there on that. So, yeah, just so far, I mean, just feels really good in the hands. So there he is from the front. the side, the back, the side, and the front. And so, yeah, first impressions, I'm digging them. I am digging this guy. So I think he has done a great job, whoever this Chang Tiao is. So from an articulation standpoint, the head is on a swivel, so you can swivel the head. Arm can come up like a T right there. You do have more than a 90-degree bend. You do have, since it's on a ball, it can 360 right there. The waist, you do have a swivel right there. No ab crunch, so to speak. So there we go for the legs. Yep, you can Jean-Claude those, and it does pop all the way up. It does do a 90-degree, and you can pop it back too as well. So you get some pretty good articulation out of this guy. So that is really cool. So let's do this. Let me see if I can get Laserbeak on his arm here. Let's see if I can pop that on. There's a little peg and a hole right there. You should be able to just pop it in. There we go. And so now I've got Laserbeak right there on his arm. So that's just so freaking amazing. That looks good. That looks really good. So let's do this. Let me bring in some other bots for comparison, and we'll tell you how he looks compared to a few others. So for a little bit of comparison, of course, there is Core Class Optimus. This is Dr. Wu's Megatron that I just recently did a review on. Let's bring in a Deluxe Class. And so we've got Deluxe Class Megatron right there. So let's pop this up a little bit, because as you can tell, we're going to get a little bit bigger as we continue to go along, because then we're going with our Voyager Class Megatron there. So you can kind of see from a height standpoint where it sits. So it is definitely, if you are a Core Class collector, that's where Megatron is going to sit for you. So thank you all my Megatrons and my Optimuses. Please go ahead and collect your paychecks on the way out for being exemplary models. Now, like I said, you can kit bash this if you want to. So because this is on a ball, you should be able to pop this shoulder off. So I'm going to take the cannon off so that way it makes it a little bit easier. Let's see if we could just pop this ball joint off. Come on. Yes, there we go. Then we can take Optimus here and pop this shoulder off. Always kind of leery with third-party Transformers, and the main reason why is because you never know how good that plastic is, and it may just break. So yeah, you just want to kind of be extra careful. There we go. And now, sorry if this is all off camera, but now we've got Skybound Optimus Prime. That is so friggin' cool. That is so cool. Now I got an Optimus. I can do that. So I'm going to need another Megatron, because this Megatron has no arm now to go along with this here. So let's bring it in for just a closer look here. Now we got an Optimus that is just from that Skybound comic book version of Transformers. That really is really awesome. I'm excited about this. This is great. So let's do this. Let's transform, not Optimus. I might try to transform Optimus, see if I can put this, if this arm will let me do him in truck mode. But we'll see what happens. But let's try to transform Megatron into his gun mode. Okay folks, here we have him in his alt mode. alt mode, alt mode, alt mode. It was pretty straightforward, about 11 steps to get him into his transformed alt mode. From a size standpoint, just to show you, he is about at 4¼ inches there. But yeah, here he is. And I have to tell you, you know, it's a core class. You can tell it's a little bit gappy all over the place. It's like here and here. I wish there was something that could have closed that up a little bit. But I mean, they made a core class Megatron into a pistolero, and I think that is commendable. Now, I know due to regulations and stuff that we probably would never have that here in America, but this company showed it can be done, and so there it is from this profile. There it is from the front, this profile, and then to the back here. You can kind of see his hands. The foot here you can see is a little bit crooked, and that's not because it's on a ball or a tilt or anything like that. It's just that's the way they made that foot with the tilt. So you can kind of see that. So that looks kind of funky in gun mode. It looks like it's a defect right there, where I wish they could have gave us an ankle tilt so you can push that back, or just made the ankles straight, you know, but you can see it on either side there. I do love that they give you this little trigger. The way the whole thing collapses is really, really nice. For example, this panel comes down and the arm comes over this way. The ingenuity and engineering they went into this, I think they did a really, really good job. It does its job. It looks like a gun. This is probably not the mode I would keep it in, but I am just happy that they gave us a gun mode, right? For Megatron. Now, you would need probably the Lewin Resources Optimus Prime for him to hold this Megatron. So, but overall, I mean, feels pretty solid and pretty nice. And so I don't have any complaints or qualms about it at all. So let's get back together and let's talk through my final thoughts on this Megatron. So back together for my final thoughts on Core Class Chang Tiao Megatron. So let's bring him in. Probably way I will keep him just to keep all his weapons and stuff together instead of having to store them. I am digging this little core class guy. I mean, the overall feel, the plastic, it feels pretty similar to the Hasbro core class plastic, and the engineering that went into making this guy a gun. Bravo Chang Tiao company. I think you did a really good job. The face sculpt on here is impeccable. I think they did a really amazing job. Of course, the sculpt, and you get a little laser beak. That's what's really cool too as well. The gun mode is a little bit left to be desired of. I mean, you can tell it's a gun, but I wish it would have cleaned up some things. For example, these feet that are here for stabilization here, but when he's in gun mode, they look just a little bit off and make you feel just a little bit wonky. And then, of course, this part right here is exposed in gun mode, and so I wish there was a way that could have been covered up. But other than that, it still looked pretty good. I also wish it came with the silencer and the stock with that. I would pay a little bit more to have those accessories with it. One of the things I did like too as well is if you're kit bashing this with a Optimus Prime, the core class Optimus Prime, the red here on the arm actually matches the red on that Optimus Prime. So really, really, really good. And it looks really awesome to do that with. And so this is one of those bots you may want to get two of them, so you can have one as regular Megatron and then one that you can use the arm to kit bash with Optimus Prime. I wish they'd just sell the arm and then you can do that too as well. But what this bot did for me, it makes me want to get back into my core class bots. I got rid of most of them except for my Seekers and my Optimus Prime and a Bumblebee. But now I want to get my Soundwave and all my core class bots again and just have them just so I can have these little guys just kind of hanging around, because this Megatron is, I would say, the superior core class Megatron, even to the tank one. I think this one did a much better job, and I love the fact that it can turn into a gun. I mean, Come on, we get a gun now, and the just a fun little ingenuity, like this little panel down here comes down, so that way the arm comes over. Whoever came up with the transformation on this, bravo! I think you did a really good job. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would say this is an awesome bot. You pay $17 for it, so it's a little bit more than a core class bot, where core class bots average anywhere from $10 to $12. So 17, but you're paying for, because this is a third party, it's overseas, they don't quite have the budget that Hasbro does, but I would pay $17 for this little guy, especially if you're looking for a really good Megatron. If you're a character collector, definitely get this. I mean, with just like core class, you're just gonna have the gappiness and the hollow legs and stuff like that, but he looks good. He looks good. So that's all I got to say about him. So tune in next time when we do talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. And if you like this video, maybe consider becoming a member or giving a super thanks, or just subscribe. Doesn't matter to me. Actually, it does matter, because I love each and every one of you. But tune in next time. And in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.